Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. It's Maxim again. The second Evangelion event has started and I'm gonna try to sum it up as best as possible. I'm gonna go over things we already know for the previous ones and take a look at a few new things and just try to give you sort of a general overview and in case that some of you might find this helpful as usual. So let's go and let's get started. So actually, I'm gonna start with saying there is a new hero, of course, Asuka, and she should be in the gift center. She's a little bit hard to get to actually here. You can either buy her for $20 or you can get her for gems in the Lucky Treasury, of course. We're gonna talk about her a bit later again. And there is the seventh angel spawned. You have to first kill the mock core HP so that you can actually attack him. You can see there he has got the AT field, which is like the shield, let's say, which reduces the damage he takes. And to do that, well, basically just have to attack him. And if you attack him with Asuka, with the new hero, you're going to do full damage. Without that, you're going to do a lot less. And a lot less, as in the beginning, it was like 1000, only like 0.1%. Now it will be only like 1/4 less, I guess, if I understand this correctly. This should be the decreased damage taken, should only be, if you don't use Asuka. Here you can buy the privilege upgrade for $2, which I would very much suggest. Actually, this is very good value, but I would suggest doing that on a later day, because on the first day, let's just check here one thing. The war room is going to unlock after you kill the angel, and it's going to let you attack him without actually marching. Here you actually have to go. Like. Oh, actually, it doesn't show it here, yeah, but you do actually. He's actually in the world, and you have to physically like go to him and attack him. After he is dead, you will be able to attack him in the war room. You can check the older videos from the previous event. And there's gonna be more angels. There should be 8th one, 9th one, I guess. I think it should be like 2 more, probably. And you can see like there's all these little videos. And there's gonna be one more hero later. And after you kill them, you can later attack them in the war room so that you get the rewards here, but also there's gonna be some boxes actually. There's gonna be like research boxes with stuff in them. Anyhow, let's get to looking actually in the game room. And in the game room, you have got the commission. The commissions are your daily events, and the bar that you fill, you get these points. And again, I'd very much suggest to get this. It costs you $5, and without it, the event is like kind of unplayable. You know what I mean? It's not unplayable, but with spending $5, you basically get like 10 times more rewards. Even more, of course, if you do any purchases, because every day you will just get 4 colorful pinballs and 2 good chests and some universal exclusive shards and these things on the right side, of course, which is actually, it seems to be the main way you're gonna be getting the lucky coins, which are one of the new things which was added. You have got the claw machine, which is the same as it was before. You can use your old tokens here. I did it on my alt. I got a bunch. I didn't manage to use it before. I got like 4 more decorations now. The 3 ones here they're kind of hidden right now. But it's gonna be the statue, and there's gonna be the 7th angel, and there's gonna be I guess the 8th or 9th angel. They're added as well. They are kind of hidden, like you can, like when you do them, of course, like when you do the claw machine. The claw machine kind of works like you're picking up a random amount of balls. When the balls drop inside, if they hit the middle, you get 1 decor, which is randomized from here. I cannot show you right now because I already did it on my alt, and here I only had 1 token. But you basically get the random of the ones which are already shown. So now it means that if you want one of these, you should kind of do it now. There's 3 good ones, there's 3 higher value ones, and 2 bad ones. Pretty much. So you've got 60% of getting a good one now. Later on, I believe it's going to be... Sorry. It's going to be like 5 out of 8. So yeah, and I actually don't want to do the math, the calculation now. What's better? Anyway, whatever. And then you get these tokens, as you saw, these coupons, and you can use them here later. And you can see here they're actually missing. The new ones are not actually available here, but at the same time they are here in the picture, which means I believe that they will be getting added while the event is running. They will be adding these while the event is running to this store. They're not there yet. You can find some of them here in the base skin store, which is another way, and we can talk about that right now. Actually, one more thing here: you actually have a chance to get higher level decorations here, which is nice. You can actually get level 20 decors. It can happen. Level 2, I mean, sorry. And then there's the pinball, which is the way that you get the actual vouchers for the base store. And here I would very much suggest that you do the 10 times 1 compared to the 1 times 1. It basically goes from in the past. In the past, when we were doing this, I don't know if it was still Wanna Be Gamer or if it was Timmy already, I'm not sure. But basically, they said this, and I got the same impression later while doing these things. Ever since they added the pinball, that you are actually way likelier to reach the bottom things, the bottom 5, which give you the grand prize. You have to light up these 5 lights, and you have to hit all 5 of these, and then you get the grand prize, which keeps going higher and higher until you get it, and then you go and you get these 41 tickets in this case. And it actually seems to be more likely to reach down there if you do the 10 shot. Like if you do 10 instead of if you do 10 times 1 shot. And these give you the vouchers, as I said, pinball coupons. The problem with these is that you actually did keep them from the last time. So my alt actually has more of them than my main, and if I did keep them on my main, I could go and I could buy the skin if I wanted, or this skin. So yeah, that's a little bit annoying actually. So this is the skin itself. I don't believe the skin is kind of worth it anymore, to be honest. I don't think it's worth it anymore. It's kind of been out leveled, let's say, or by new things. It can transform into an increased damage instead of decreased damage, and you can just change that. You can it changes, but I don't want to show you, or I cannot really show you right now, because if I try to show you, it will show my UID and it's gonna be a mess. You can check that yourself. Anyhow, so yeah. So that's a bit annoying that it was actually possible to get those or get this orange equip chest, Yeah. Other than that, to take a look at this actually, if you will not be going for that, either of those, or if you'll not get enough, the new EVA unit is gonna increase your defense, which is something new that they're adding, or it has been in the game for a while, but they are now adding things which can increase it even to decorations. And there is gonna be, and otherwise the pen, I believe these two are gonna be the more interesting. Of course, this one is kind of crap, and the other ones you can get actually here and stuff like that. And of course, otherwise you have these normal usual things for the so of course the skill shards are very good, but yeah. I don't think there's gonna be a third Evangelion event, but I don't know for sure. They will probably tell us this time. So yeah, but in general, I guess in the future, for these crossover events, it's good to just save it on the first one and wait for the second one, and then spend it on the second one, so you don't waste them. I kind of did the opposite way on the Transformers, and so I lost out on 500 tokens worth of stuff or something like that. Anyway, so and there is the new thing, which is the Match Heroes, and the Match Heroes are basically just a slot machine, and you can change how many you want to use. You can use up to 4, and it should increase kind of the thing, but I can actually do it right now because I don't have 4 of them. So just give me 1 second. I don't want to buy more, but I am going to try to do some of these things very quickly, just oh. It doesn't actually matter if your rewards how much damage you do to it. So and it doesn't matter to the rewards if you use the new hero or not. So let's actually go and take the new hero so I can show you that, but it doesn't actually matter. So let's go gift center, Asuka, No, let's go Lucky Treasury. She actually did cost me quite a lot on my alt, but here, okay, that's nice. Okay, I'm on 6 already. 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's nice. So she only cost me 1,900 gems or something like that. That is very nice. So let's go, let's get her. And we're going to send her to attack right away. And we'll start talking about her actually a little bit. But I wanted to show you that in the first place, and let's keep like I want to finish talking about the rewards actually. Anyhow, I wanted to get the commission so I can actually get a few more pinball things. I believe that might actually work. We just need a few more points here. Let's just train some army units, whatever. Oh my god, I cannot do it because the queue is full. 1 second more. Okay. I can actually skip this, but whatever. So we should now have another one for the Magic Heroes. So now you can actually increase it here, and it unlocks that you can get more rewards. So you can do up to 4. Basically, if you do it with 1, you get 1 reward. If you do it with 2, you get 2 rewards. If you do it with 4, you get 3 rewards. And when you keep getting progress here, and when you fill that to 15, the next one is gonna give you double. So anyway, and what changes though is also actually if you do it with the third one for double, it should unlock the lines from 5 as well, the 4 and 5. So you actually do 3, 4, and 5. So it is actually better. You can get up to 5 times that way. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you now with just one. It's basically a casino, casino slot machine. And I got nothing. No, I got something. Okay, you always get something, I guess. And you can see the rewards actually here. You can actually see the rewards here, and basically, yeah, the random one is for you get the one lucky chest. The lucky chest can contain shards and skill shards for the heroes from the previous previous Evangelion event, who are still pretty good, to be honest, but not really that broken anymore, because they have been kind of replaced by the newer, not Transformers, Pacific Rim ones, newer Jaegers a bit. But they're still useful, at least. Like you're still going to be better off if you can somehow, if you get lucky and you get one of these things to level 5, they're gonna be better than the newer heroes without level 5, pretty much like that. You could say that. And you can get the lucky chest that you get 100 lucky chests this way. And you can actually see, I believe, if I was running the 4 time for 4 slots here, I would have gotten, of course, I would have gotten 5 times 5 of those lucky chests, and I also would have gotten this one, like on the number 5, I would have gotten double missile reward. So I would have gotten Shinji Ikari skill. Anyhow, yeah, that's that. And as I said, it's kind of actually a bit, at least for me, it's a bit annoying. Like there's gonna be very few of these things here. Yeah. The way that you can actually get them is with buying the daily reward, like packs here, which are down here, here. So you get 2 lucky coins basically. I honestly might actually do that instead of the pinballs, possibly for the $1 a day, but we are going to have to see, and it's going to depend on how much, like, if you have those heroes, what level you have those heroes on, and if you are gonna try to level them up to the level 5 exclusive skill, and just to, like, keep what I was saying, show what I was saying, you can see Shinji is still being very much being used on Army, actually. Shinji is still very much being used on Army. But Rei has kind of been replaced since then by Crimson Typhoon. Sorry, Crimson on Navy, or like what I meant, or the Striker actually as well. One of those two. Yeah. Anyway. And we have a Crystal Runners Rally. Okay, we're just gonna do that, but yeah, it's not really important right now. I mean, for this video. And let's actually go and talk about Asuka finally. I hope that I went over everything pretty much, except Asuka. And so Asuka, well, she's actually gonna be interesting in a few things, and that is that she's now a combination of the attack enhancement and HP enhancement, which is not that often. So that's going to mean that you can you will maybe in the future basically actually use, or you could use her for both roles. With the maximum being 55 and 40%. The attack is only for the first two rows, which actually hinders her a bit in hinders her a bit in respect to air, using her in air in general. However, she still works quite fine with Maximo because he only triggers from the second one. But I kind of thought, wait 1 second, that's what I want to check actually. I thought that he can trigger. No? Okay, I guess I was confused something else. I think one of the heroes had something like that. If you have him higher up, then he triggers from multiple rows, but I guess there was someone else. Anyway. And that's kind of important because the way that she works is that she triggers another attack, which does a lot of damage, and it actually doesn't scale much with her level. That's actually going to be quite interesting about her, is that she actually does not scale with stars that much. She scales quite slowly, even in the preparation, in the main thing, and the active skill actually stays the same damage. It's 50% for each attack, times 6, so it's 300, which is a lot. But the main thing is that she interacts with dots, and the dots are ignition and magnetic pulse. So that means that she's going to mainly interact with the new ground hero called Brynhilder, who does the dot, and she basically can trigger those dots. She can trigger them instantly by attacking. She's going when she procs, she targets one of the things with the dot, makes them explode instead of waiting for later, and makes them explode for more actually. And also it means that you can re-trigger them again, because some of these skills cannot be triggered multiple times, like they cannot stack, which is the case for Maximum, I believe, and some other, like there's some other ignites actually in the game. There's actually on 914, I believe, is 914 his name, the agent guy from. I never actually upgraded him because I got him too late. He used to be, one of the best Navy ones. Yeah, 914. He has the ignition, and yeah. But yeah, like the ignitions, actually, some of them, or at least the ignitions work like they trigger when that unit is about to take an action. However, which actually can mean multiple things, and why is the triggering important is that they can still take the damage that would have otherwise killed them. Like they can take another shot instead of which will overkill them instead of killing someone else fully, if you know what I mean. And it can also be because Brynhilder actually triggers at the end of each turn instead of before the attack of those units like Ignite does. So that means that you can have an enemy unit which can have like a bunch of dots, bunch of magnetic pulses, or like you know what I mean. Like you can have actually multiple magnetic pulses on it, and be alive until the end of the turn. And at the end of the turn, the magnetic pulses will kill it. But if it gets shot by the new hero, by Asuka, she's gonna do the extra damage because it actually targets those things specifically, and it's going to trigger this before that unit can actually shoot you back. So yeah, that's the main thing about Asuka. And so, sort of as I said, like, she can sort of replace either your shielding guy or your attack guy. She's mainly gonna replace your shielding guy, because 55% for shield is actually a decent amount if you take a look at it. If you take a look at Sea Spray, for example, his maximum is actually 50%, so it's actually lower. And it gives you the attack one as well. And sort of like that, similarly with, well, where do I have him? I hate how disorganized this thing is. Here again, 50% enhancement, so she is actually a stronger HP hero than the other ones, while also giving you the extra attack as well. So that's gonna be nice. But as I said, and it can theoretically help you, even that you don't really need the attack one that much anymore, in case you, for instance, wanted to use this one is HP again. I want to change it. Where is he? Or Striker. Like, if you wanted more like the indestructible, if you, for instance, wanted indestructible, the HP one, and an HP shield, or other stuff like that, she is going to allow you to combo these things a little bit more, because before you pretty much had a mandatory attack increase hero, since of course otherwise you just do a lot less damage. Yeah. Anyway, so I think she's actually going to be quite impactful. We are going to have to see how she actually tests. You should go and check Timmy's channel. He is going to do a lot of testing, I'm guessing, and I will do a video on her as well later and test her a bit more later and stuff like that. But yeah, I think this should be everything for this event, and I hope I didn't miss something, or anyway. So I'm gonna go and publish this, and then I'm gonna go and work until like 5 a.m. or something like that. So until next time, please like, share, subscribe, and have a wonderful day.